Michigan is part of an overall skills gap throughout the country. Over the next 10 years, there's going to be over 3.4 million manufacturing jobs required, but yet we only have the means to fill about 1.4 million of those jobs, leaving a tremendous skills gap.
The need is very great in the state. I mean, as we know, manufacturing has played a key role in development in Michigan of our economy, and it's being challenged.
It was extremely difficult to find a job. You at an age now where you're late 20s, early 30s, and you trying to provide for yourself or families and friends. People look for you for encouragement or for help, and you can't do anything.
Manufacturing was once America's largest industry, employing some 20 million people, and Michigan was the heart of it. But by 2010, more than 2 decades of manufacturing job losses, together with the Great Recession, had left nearly 1 in 5 without work. Many Michiganders left the industry. Others left the state. Michigan manufacturing was changing. New technologies had made companies more productive and helped them diversify. By 2014, the industry was growing jobs again. Michigan companies in aerospace, defense, automotive, any of the advanced manufacturing sectors could not find workers to hire for the many jobs they had available. That's when 8 community colleges stepped forward. They established MCAM, the Michigan Coalition for Advanced Manufacturing program, and partnered with Social Policy Research Associates to evaluate it.
When you talk to employers throughout Michigan, what you hear is that there's a gap between the types of jobs that are available and the skills that potential workers have. And so MCAM was an opportunity to train workers so that they can fill those jobs.
In a very important way, this is very much a business-driven, demand-driven program which we think has a great deal of applicability, not just to the people who participated with us, but for manufacturers in general in the state.
Backed by a grant from the U.S. Department of Labor, the program represented a major investment in technology and training and the new approach to student support. Working closely with employer partners, colleges redesigned their programs, integrating classroom, online, and hands-on learning, aligning coursework with the requirements of industry-recognized credentials, and building guided career pathways, production, welding, CNC machining, and mechatronics, a newer program that spans traditional areas of expertise.
What advanced manufacturing is based around is the assumption that there's an interaction between electrical skills, mechanical skills, and computer skills. And one of the things which we regard as central to our program is to look at those integration of skills, that the people who have those skills are going to be the ones in great demand in the future.
Nearly 4,000 people enrolled in MCAM. They included U.S. military veterans, people returning to the labor force after raising families or having been out of the labor market, and older workers who had jobs but were not advancing. MCAM wanted to do 2 things: help students transition to good jobs with employers who needed them, and improve and align training so that colleges could better meet industry needs and provide more economic and social value to their communities. The program achieved these goals, but its real impact was more profound.
I had no experience, 0. I never touched a robot. I have no mechanical. I never even been in a shop. I'm not even the kind of guy that work with his hands. So with a wrench and all that, I didn't do any of that. It's just monumental. I can't say enough about the program.
MCAM's employer partners also saw clear benefits from their participation in the competence of their new employees and renewed community confidence in the industry.
We've helped define the systems that are required, the educational programs that are required, really based on industry needs and industry's requirements. And we help to train and certify the instructors to teach students to provide industry-recognized credentials, the tools that those students need, the skills and knowledge that they need to enter into today's manufacturing environment.
They're typically proficient within that first week, and then are ready to be challenged during that second and third week. And then it's just a blessing to have those types of students and that type of worker influence change on your entire production floor, because that's infectious.
The research team helped MCAM colleges track program outcomes. And by comparing the outcomes of students enrolled in MCAM to those of similar students, the evaluation helped determine the program's impact.
This work is very hard. It's hard to get meaningful impacts. It's hard to make a difference, to really make enough change that you're really making a fundamental difference in how people fare in the labor market. And the results were very, very robust. No matter which group we looked at, we found that our MCAM students not only did as well, but did better than all these comparisons that we looked at.
During the 3-year program, partner colleges enrolled some 3,900 students in MCAM's 4 career pathways. 3 out of 4 students earned a credential. 3 out of 4 unemployed students found jobs, and 2 out of 3 employed students got a raise. By drawing on networks of community partners, the colleges were able to recruit students who were a good fit for the program and support them while they completed it. On the industry side, the colleges nearly doubled the number of employers they partnered with. 6 in 10 employers were deeply engaged, helping to design curricula, host visits, and hire students, for example. Finally, through work that was largely invisible to students and employers, the colleges invested in their own capacity to run programs like MCAM. They aligned courses, upgraded equipment, integrated certifications, and improved data practices.
These colleges are now working together for the first time, sharing curriculum so that each college doesn't have to develop and reinvent the wheel, that in fact the wheel is shared. To my knowledge, this is the first time that that's been done in advanced manufacturing technology. So we think this is a big, big win for the state and should be utilized by our policymakers and recognized.
Partner colleges have run many new industry-focused programs over the year, but MCAM stands out.
Not only did I get hired, I turned down the first 2 offers that they gave me. So I went from being unemployed to turning down $19 an hour, $19, $20 an hour. So it was like monumental, it was mind-boggling. Like I had to compare which ones had 401ks and which one didn't, or which one had tuition reimbursement to, like, it changed the whole dynamics of my life.
I don't know how to say this, but I'm not in my 20s anymore. So to be doing this late in life, most people think by a certain age you're done. You know, it's like you just coast, and I'm just so happy that I can learn something new that's opening up a whole new world for me.
I feel very optimistic about my future now. I have a lot of pride in what I do. I feel I accomplish something at work every day. You're not just that guy on the assembly line anymore. You're actually out there doing something, and it's a great feeling.
You know, of course, General Motors was here for many, many years, and when they executed their exodus, a lot of people were left wondering what Flint would do, you know, what this area, what this region would do. But I think we've been resilient, and we've been able to say we adapt.